Does over-under betting include overtime scores in sports? Have you ever wondered how overtime affects your over-under bets in sports? This is a common question among sports bettors, and understanding the rules can make a big difference in your betting strategy. In sports betting, over-under bets, also known as totals bets, involve wagering on whether the combined score of both teams will be over or under a specific number set by the sportsbook. Now, when it comes to overtime, the general rule is that overtime points do count toward the final total for these bets. This means that if a game goes into overtime, any points scored during that period are added to the regulation score. This applies to full game totals in popular sports like the National Football League, National Basketball Association, and National Hockey League. For example, if you place a bet on the total points in an NFL game, the final score, including any overtime points, will be used to determine the outcome of your bet. However, there are some exceptions to keep in mind. If you place a bet on specific segments of the game, such as the first half or second half, those bets generally do not include overtime points. Overtime is considered an extension beyond regulation time, so only the points scored during the specified segment count for those bets. Another important aspect is that some sportsbooks may offer special over-under markets that explicitly exclude overtime. These are often labeled as regular time or regulation-only totals. It is essential to review the terms and conditions of each sportsbook before placing your bets to understand how they treat overtime. Additionally, if the total line is set exactly at a number that matches the final combined score, including overtime, the bet results in a push, which means you get a refund. To avoid this situation, sportsbooks often use half-point totals, such as 48.5, so the bet cannot end in a tie. Understanding whether overtime counts is important because overtime can significantly impact the total points scored. Bettors who favor the over may welcome overtime as an extra scoring opportunity, while those betting on the under might find that overtime increases their risk. In most cases, overtime scores do count toward over-under bets in sports betting, unless the bet is specifically limited to regulation time or a partial segment of the game. Always check the specific sportsbook rules and the type of over-under market you are betting on to be certain.